Okay, let me lock in. Hey guys, welcome back to the PreWrap.
Go
Episode 3. Episode 3, yes.
Yeah.
You see me and Sydney in our silly fits that Catherine picked out because we lost.
I know, we have a red theme going on right now.
Yeah, we do.
Cornhuskers.
Which is not the not the color of either Vanderbilt or Michigan, but
That's
okay. Got a Cornhuskers hat on.
Yeah.
Big Ten.
Yeah.
Big Ten.
It is Big Ten.
I tried to keep it in your family.
Thank you. Thanks.
At least it's not Ohio State.
Yeah, at least it's not Ohio State. But
We should have, whatever, it's fine.
Next time.
Next time we'll get her.
yeah, next time, next fall.
All right.
All right.
Also we have a location change.
Oh yeah, if
I
you
feel
couldn't
like
tell,
Yeah.
we gotta
if you're
address.
watching,
Totally.
new location drop.
Yeah.
We're in my home, the new studio.
The new stew.
So I hope it looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone compliment Lucy on how nice her apartment
Yeah,
looks.
compliment my bare wall. Just pretend something's over there.
We
Totally.
can put a little sign
Yeah, we'll green
there.
screen something in.
Green screen the pod.
Our producers will
Yeah, they'll take care
they'll
of
cook
that.
that up.
As always. Yeah, we're trying to elevate the vibes and set ourselves apart from the other 303 podcasts.
Yeah, it's working probably.
Yeah.
That's a direct challenge, so.
Yeah. Pod Studio is a little sinister.
Pod wars.
Yeah.
It's a pod wars.
You know who you are.
Yeah. We just couldn't deal with the uggo of the podcasting
It
spaces.
detracts from everything we're saying
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I think we're gonna start with a
off.
little highlight. We're gonna do the top 25 a little bit different this week. We're gonna try to make it a little more rapid fire.
Approval, disapproval.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna say one change that they approve of or decision the AP poll made that they approve of and one that they disapprove of.
All right.
Okay, so I can go first?
Get going.
Okay, so my approval is West Virginia. So first of all, last week I feel like I spent a lot of time talking about how much I wanted West Virginia to be in, or how much I thought they deserved to be in the top 25. So thank you to the AP poll for listening to me. I've been saying this. So something to look for them is they are playing BYU this week, and BYU just beat the formerly undefeated Texas Tech yesterday by 12 points.
Crazy.
So this is going to be a good matchup for West Virginia. And my point of disapproval is Nebraska. Sorry, Lucy.
Yeah, it's not personal. This isn't even my hat.
Sorry, Lucy. So I feel like personally, I was also talking about this last week, I kind of feel like at this point they're just like swapping whatever Big Ten team they want for like the final spots. Nebraska has 0 ranked wins and was beat by USC, who is not ranked. So I just don't really see what's going on right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's pretty random,
Personally.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel aligned with yours. I'll go quickly through mine. I feel happy about seeing TCU in the top 10. Some Big 12 love after we were talking about how there's maybe some like preferential treatment for the Big 10 in the top 25. So yeah, they had big wins against NC State, West Virginia win, an OT loss to Utah, and then an impressive 2-point loss to Ohio State, which is ranked 12 right now. And I'm excited for their Texas Tech matchup, which I think is their next game, and that'll be a good Big 12 standoff, and I think a good test for each team, honestly, to see where they're at. And then my disapproval is Princeton. Like, why is Princeton in the top 25? Like, I don't think they have any... They played, like, Maryland, and they lost, and then they've just been playing other Ivies. I feel and their schedule on the back end is just Ivies, so I just feel like extremely confused why maybe it's just like an Ivy nod, but that one was crazy.
So they were here last week too. It says like they're up too.
Oh,
They're last
really?
week.
They
Yeah.
were last week? Man,
So snuck under the radar.
I'm not about that. Yeah, no,
Even
that's my
worse.
disapproval.
All right.
I think it's weird that they're ranked above Alabama.
Yeah, like put them
And-
at 25 max.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a hard argument for me.
Yeah.
Right underneath Texas Tech.
Right.
Like, hello? Again with the
Hello?
Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
All right, here's my rapid fire approval, disapproval. Okay, my approval is going to be Duke getting in over Notre Dame. Duke's in at, 21? And Notre Dame is out. Yeah, that makes sense. That should have been the case last week, too. But
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, again, they're listening. They're in the walls.
Yeah.
The AP voters.
AP voters every week, they're like,
They're
what
tuned
is the
into the
PreWrap
pod."
scene? We have to know.
They're one of our like 10
Subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we talked about this, but like they had a lot of losses early on in the season, but they were all like impressive, like mostly impressive losses. They had 3 in a row: South Carolina, UCLA, and LSU. Like those are
really good
those are
teams.
great teams.
Yeah.
They were all at home. They did lose all 3 at home,
Which is tough.
which is a tough one.
I feel like that's probably why they were
Right.
punished so harshly for that. You gotta be honest.
And they lost to West Virginia,
Yep.
Yeah.
who's ranked below them.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe
okay.
so.
And
Yeah,
they beat
just
Notre
below.
Dame by double digits. Like, they should be in. And so they have Louisville coming up.
I'm excited.
So,
Ooh, that's gonna be
ooh,
so fun.
That'll be a good one for you, Sydney.
I know.
The red, we've got the red on.
Yeah, go Cards.
But that'll be telling. That'll be a really good game to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about this earlier. I think the thing that's fun about a lot of these ACC teams, and I'm sure it's like this in most conferences, but like so many of these ACC teams, especially because it was previously like a little bit smaller with, you know, before the conference realignment stuff, like a lot of these coaches have been playing each other like twice a season for years and years and years. So they know each other so well, and even if a team is having an off year, it's still going to be
Tough.
a good game
Yeah.
because it's like chess.
Yeah.
They know.
So we'll be locked in for that Louisville game. And then, okay, one red team to another. My disapproval is that Ohio State should be a little bit higher. They're 12. They're not super low. I feel like they should be in the top 10 though over Iowa, because Iowa, I think, were they 10?
And this is some really like journalistic integrity, you guys. That's like a Michigan.
Right, like I'm a
Right.
Michigan, I'm from Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
My whole family are diehard Tar Heels, and I'm here talking about Duke and
And
Ohio State positively.
Wow.
Like, I just put my biases aside.
Yeah, good
But
report.
their only losses are against UConn and UCLA. Like, those are 2 like of the top teams.
Yeah.
So
That is impressive.
That's
right,
actually-
like
yeah.
that's impressive. But Ohio State. And I think Iowa lost to UConn and Iowa State.
Right.
And Iowa State isn't ranked anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
so
They
it's
got
not as
kicked out.
impressive.
They
Right,
got
of a
booted.
win or of a loss. And then, but Ohio State plays at Iowa on Sunday, so that'll
get to
be
test
a big one.
Lucy's
Test it out.
theory.
Wait, am I gonna go over 2?
Oh, no.
Calling
Do we
Michigan
book a
and
new
then
bet?
a
Oh my
new
gosh,
bet.
wait.
Oh yeah,
New
should
bet.
we?
New bet.
Okay,
wait,
I'm
so-
going.
So you're
Ohio
taking
State.
Ohio State over Iowa?
Man, I'm kind of taking Ohio State too. Are we all taking Ohio State?
I think so.
Oh, we might just all be in costume.
Yeah,
next.
we're all in costume against the house. If the house
Yeah,
wins.
right.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, Ohio State, like, I just feel like they're kind of underrated. Like, flying under the radar, they're really good. Johnny Cambridge
For sure.
is balling.
Yeah.
So, I think she's shooting like over 50%
Wow.
from the field and averaging like 21-ish or around their points per game. Like, I think they're just trending up. So, yeah, I'm going to call them over Iowa.
They're like flying a little bit under the radar.
Yeah, they
in a more
are.
dangerous way than even like Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Like I know their record is good, but like
No, I would put
Yeah.
Ohio State over
for sure.
Or Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Yeah, like
yeah.
any day. Yeah.
They're really good
They're always
teams.
pretty competitive.
Yeah.
Right.
Kevin McDuff has been there for a long time, and he's always been very competitive. I know Cody McMahon was there for 3 years. I think she's just transferred to Ole Miss. Yeah, she just transferred to Ole Miss, and I feel like without her, they were kind of projected to be less competitive this year, but they really have proved that wrong.
Yeah.
They've done really, really well.
Can't wait for Michigan to play Ohio State.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So fun. I
When
think
is
it's
that? Do you know?
February 25th.
Wow.
They're at Ohio State.
Great.
Ooh.
So stay tuned, people.
Wait, that's so exciting because I feel like both teams haven't had such
right.
exciting
Like, I
seasons.
know. Like, this is gonna be a good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Ohio State in the tournament too, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they can make a run.
Yeah,
I think so.
they're gonna be a sleeper pick, I feel like.
All right.
All right, so that
Okay,
top
cool.
25 leaves us with 2 undefeated teams left.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
UConn and Vanderbilt, which is very interesting because Gino Auriemma coached Vanderbilt's coach, Shea Ralph, from 1996 to 2001. She played at UConn. And I think that's really interesting and also kind of a testament to Gino's dominance. Like
everything runs through
Everything
Gino.
runs through Gino.
he really is
It's
the
the
GOAT.
family
Like,
tree. Like it all comes back to
it
Gino.
all comes back to Gino.
Yeah.
She was also an assistant coach
Yeah, she was
Oh,
an
really?
assistant coach at UConn
for
for
a long time.
yeah, for a while.
2008 to 2021.
Totally.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was that long.
So
Wow.
just learning under the GOAT, playing under the GOAT.
I know. So that's
Becoming
really,
a
really
GOAT.
cool.
Yeah.
And I know that UConn and Vanderbilt they've agreed to play like a series of games together for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that rivalry maybe to like pick
That'll be
up
really
and build
fun.
over the next few years. I think that'll be really, really cool.
Yeah.
So we can kind of use that as a segue, I feel like, to talk about UConn, Notre Dame, and Michigan and Vanderbilt. Those games that were happening, those are the Coretta Scott King Classic
On Monday, Martin Luther King Day.
in New Jersey.
Yeah. Newark.
Yeah,
In
Newark.
New
Okay,
Jersey.
we were a little confused last pod, like Newark, but it was for the Classic. Okay, I didn't realize.
Makes more sense.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about UConn this year all
'Cause they're
that much.
just-
So
It's almost like they're so
They're just
good.
blowing everyone
We don't need to
out.
talk about them.
yeah, it's like I feel like, and especially in their game over Notre Dame, they looked so dominant.
Right.
They had 5 players in double digits. Sarah Strong kind of took the cake with that. She had 18 points and 11 rebounds, so she
KK had a good game. So.
yeah, KK had a really good
Yeah.
game. And Notre Dame had won the last 3 matchups. So the fact that they kind of were able to, obviously Notre Dame is kind of having a down year. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were able to like come back after losing to them 3
3 in a
years in a
row.
row and have
just
that
crazy that they
dominant of
lost.
a win was,
3 in a row.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
streak is
With the team, well, yeah, with the players that they've had.
I know,
Totally.
losing to Notre Dame and then winning the national championship is,
Right.
I feel like Notre Dame last year was so bizarre because they peaked way too early. Like they were so good early in the season, and then by the time the tournament ran around, they were just like not. I don't know. They like lost some mojo.
Totally.
So yeah, especially looking back with the players that they've had.
I
Yeah.
feel like we started the pod talking about Notre Dame a lot, and I feel like it's just kind of maybe going to be like a steady decline of how much they come up,
Yeah.
like as it goes on, because yeah, it's just been a down year for them. But it
Yeah.
was like confusing when the year started to be like, oh, like Notre Dame's in the top 25, they're out of the top 25.
Right.
But
They
yeah.
still have Hannah Hidalgo, who's like could be a National Player of the Year contender, but it's just
So
not the
this
way the
game,
season's
which
going.
also makes this game so interesting, is because
Yes.
you have 2, potentially 3 contenders for
yeah.
a National Player of the Year
Yeah.
playing in one game together.
Yeah.
That's Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd, and Hannah Hidalgo.
Yeah.
Totally. I think it kind of like cemented each team's trajectory a little bit. of, like,
I totally
what
agree.
direction they're heading in.
I kind of feel like every team is like who can touch UConn right now.
Yeah, totally.
And so every time you play UConn, it's like
They're the measuring stick.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, they don't have anyone on the, like UConn doesn't have anyone on the rest of their schedule who it can really challenge them. They have Tennessee, which could be like a sneaky
Tennessee-
challenge, and they lost to them last year, right?
Yeah, I think Tennessee is so their coach is really, really interesting. Kim Caldwell,
Oh,
she was at Marshall, and I remember watching Marshall play against, I think it was Virginia Tech in like the first round of the tournament. I want to say like 2 years ago. They played against like the Georgia Amore, Elizabeth Kitley, Georgia Tech or Virginia Tech team. And watching them play, I was like, this team is insane. Like, they run so much. They, like, full court press the whole game. Like, it was crazy. And so then when Tennessee hired her to coach their team, I was like, okay, this is going to be, they're going to really disrupt the SEC. So I think that will be more of a test against UConn than anyone else on their schedule, and honestly maybe more of a test than people might expect.
Yeah.
Because she, the way that she coaches it's really unique.
Yeah.
It's a chaotic kind of style of basketball, so I would encourage people to watch. It's fun.
Should we go to Michigan Vandy?
Yeah, I feel like there's more to talk about there, to be honest.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that was a crazy game.
That
That
really
game was so fun. I mean, the first half, and this happened with UConn and Michigan too. Like the first half, like UConn looks like / Vanderbilt, like they have a control of the game. Like it was, we made our bet last episode, and Cindy and I were like, like
I know.
prepare to be wearing the costumes. But then like after
Which you are.
which we are, but second half Michigan, like I don't know what happens at halftime. They just like get a feel for the game. Like both, I don't know, playing, it's a little bit concerning that when they play these, like the two best teams they've played this season, they just start off too slow and they're not, and they heat up, but they're not able to make up for everything.
Yeah.
Like
They
you
make
can't,
good adjustments, but
Yeah, and they both, like both of those games, you're talking about Vanderbilt and UConn.
Yeah.
right.
Both of those games came down to
like 3 points.
3 points.
Crazy.
It was really like both of them were like one possession
Yeah,
wins
and it's really
for Vanderbilt and
Right.
UConn, which is I feel like that's really promising for Michigan.
Yeah.
And kind of like
The
what we were talking
UConn
about
losses
earlier,
were
is
really
like once they get
crazy.
into the tournament, that's going to make them
Yes.
really, really threatening.
Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of like if that's how close the game is and they're only showing up for essentially half the game,
Right.
if they
Right.
can like make those adjustments
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
start off stronger earlier, like they can give Vanderbilt or like maybe even a team like UConn the run for
right.
their money.
And at the
Yeah.
end, like if Olivia Olson or Silas Swords makes that three,
Makes that
like
last
they
three,
win.
they win the game.
Totally.
Yeah.
And those are two players who like, because the UConn game, correct me if I'm wrong, that went to overtime, right?
I don't think.
I don't think
No, Michigan went into overtime against Oregon, which wasn't good for the
Oregon.
res. Not good for the resume, but they pulled out the win. But no, it was like.
Okay,
just
yeah,
the
but I
end of
remember
regulation.
at the end, so then maybe I'm mistaking that, but I remember at the end of the game, Silas Swords was able to make that 3-pointer and tie it up like once or twice.
Yeah, she was.
And so, I mean, I wouldn't, if I were a team and I were playing Michigan, that would be the thing that I was like, don't let them get into a position where they have to make a last-second shot, even though they missed those two against
I think she had
Vanderbilt.
like 4 threes against Vanderbilt throughout the game.
Right.
Like she had been making some. She didn't have like a. Olivia Olson, I think, was 0 for 4.
Yeah, she kind of had a rough time shooting threes that night, but
Yeah.
but the thing that they were able to do was shut down Michaela Blake's.
Yeah,
which was really
very
impressive.
She was held to 14 points, and she was in foul trouble. When did it was like
They had none of their players fouled out, but a lot of, at least 2 of their starters had 4 fouls at the end of, like throughout the fourth quarter, or for most of the fourth quarter.
I feel like also what we were saying though is that's extremely impressive for Michigan, but it's also extremely impressive that Vanderbilt won despite
Right.
like,
Oh, yeah.
Michaela Blake's not really having a big game.
Yeah,
they have their freshman Aubrey Galvin, 20
she
points.
really stepped up, and
Crazy.
she's so
5'6".
fun to watch because
Yeah,
she's so
fun.
small.
Darting around.
Just
Yeah.
a menace.
Yeah, she really is. I think she's 5'6". We looked it up. She's 5'6". So the 20 points from her freshman year.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Huge, and such a huge game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was also, I don't know, she's not a freshman, but another notable player from Michigan that stood out to me was Kendall Dudley. She had 16 points off the bench. I think it was like second half, third, fourth quarter, like when they really like
That's hard to do.
really
Yeah.
helped them like go on a couple runs and really got them back in the game. Like they were within like 2-3 at one point, and then you know Vandy scored again, but.
And the thing, I was talking about this earlier with you guys too, like the thing that stood out to me the most about Michigan versus Vanderbilt at the end of the game that also makes me think they're going to do really well in the tournament is like Vanderbilt looked really tired at the end of that game. They were missing shots that they shouldn't be missing. They were having trouble like holding possession of the ball,
Yeah.
and Michigan did not look gassed at all.
Yeah.
Like they looked so well conditioned.
Yeah.
And when you're playing a bunch of games back to back, that's the thing that I think really,
It bodes well in the tournament.
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
so.
Yeah, rather be finish the second half strong than tire out after the first
Yeah.
half.
Totally.
Yeah. So even though they lost, I'm still high.
I felt good.
Michigan.
I felt good about it. I felt good about
both
it.
teams, like, you can stay high on both
Yeah,
teams.
Vanderbilt
Yes.
is they're a menace
And I
for
also
sure.
feel like this is a team, like Vanderbilt, this is a team that kind of has had one player be kind of the key piece for them for so long. So it's a really big deal, and probably probably a confidence builder that they were able to have other key pieces that were able to be like controlling factors for them at the end. So
On Sunday they play at South Carolina. So
yes. And we haven't
Oh
talked
my
about South
gosh.
Carolina like at all.
yeah,
I know.
that could be
Talked
so
Our
that could be a
segment.
telling.
And I keep saying
game.
this behind the cameras that I really want a UConn South Carolina championship.
you have
game
said that
rematch.
at point.
I really want to see it. Because if they win, like, that's cool. But if they get blown out again, like, that's crazy.
Which I
Yeah.
feel like could
It's
definitely
likely.
happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like we said, South Carolina also has, like, a back-end schedule that's pretty difficult. So.
Yeah.
They
So-
have a lot of upcoming games that are really
Yeah.
tough.
Totally.
No, definitely. Like this is the Vanderbilt at South Carolina, definitely a game to watch for next week's episode.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my
Yep.
game to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also have a little SEC matchup, which is Kentucky versus Tennessee.
Yep.
I think this was interesting because on like the game predictor on ESPN, Tennessee was predicted to win, even though they are ranked below Kentucky.
Crazy.
Where is it? Yeah, Kentucky or
That would be a huge win for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
is it at Tennessee or Kentucky?
It's at Tennessee, so
Nice.
maybe that's why.
Yeah, some home court advantage.
Yeah.
For sure.
But again, I like watching Tennessee play. I think they're really interesting,
Alright.
and also like.
Oh, so that's
hometown-
today, the day we're filming.
Yeah, it's today.
Okay, so
Yeah. So
listeners, you'll know.
you'll
Do your
know in the
homework,
future,
okay? Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly. You'll have to do your homework yourself. We can't handhold for all of you.
I think that those two are two teams in the SEC that like kind of bop up and then bop back down, and it's kind of, in my mind, like an indicator for where the rest of the conference is, apart from like your Vanderbilts or your South Carolinas or your Texases, like
LSU.
your LSUs, yeah. Like Kentucky previously beat LSU,
Yeah.
so I feel like they have like a really high ceiling, and are kind of having trouble finding consistency to meet that ceiling. So they also have a really strong, they have a lot of height, which is really helpful. They have like three really tall, like forward wing players, and one of them just got injured. So I think that's maybe some of the growing pains. Tiani Key, she had an injury, but hopefully she'll be back soon. But yeah, that's the game that I'm forecasting.
All right, and finally, for a little bit of pro stuff to end everything, we were all laughing about how the WNBA released their schedules amid the free agency moratorium. So, like we touched on last week, they can't do free agency moves and things like that, and essentially build their teams because of the CBA negotiations that are ongoing. So.
no expansion draft yet.
No,
So.
nothing. It's a little ironic, right, to be like seeing all these games that are maybe not even gonna happen with these expansion teams that have
Start
no.
buying your tickets,
Like-
maybe. Like,
Yeah, like I guess. Like, they're like, we can give you a refund, but it's all pennies. By the way.
They don't even make those
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
Yeah.
Shoot, I
Thank
forgot
you.
about that. I mean, what do you guys think? Would you buy tickets if you were a fan of the WNBA?
if I liked
If I
watching
even
women's
liked any of those
basketball, I
people.
wouldn't maybe consider
I'm not buying tickets.
I'm not buying
No.
tickets for a women's basketball.
that too.
For a season that might not
No,
even happen yet.
no.
It's crazy.
Because
Do you think this indicates anything about whether they think they're going to come to a conclusion or not,
I think it's
or an agreement?
no.
I think it's all scheduling because you need to know for like shows or
Yeah.
other sporting events because obviously the NBA will still be going on at the start of the season and things like that. So it's
really
really
more for the network and
it's just like business
with other
plus like
leagues.
business is still like they're not in a there's no strike. They're in a strike or a lockout right now, so it's just kind of still business as usual. Just like also knowing in the back of your mind that there's no CBA agreed on.
Right.
So, but I don't think it indicates like where they are in discussion.
Totally. I think it's kind of like plan as if the season's going on. It's a manifesting.
It's
it looks worse to be like, well, I guess we won't.
Right.
PR wise.
We just don't know who is on the Toronto or Portland team.
I know, that's what I think is so funny.
Their release video.
Yeah, their release video, it's Legos of like random Lego characters.
It's all question
likeness of
exactly. It's like the Guess Who cards. It's just like
I did like their video though, just if only they could have made it a likeness of a real player
that they know they're gonna have. So I mean, it's still exciting. It makes it feel like the season's gonna happen, even if it doesn't to some extent. But what are some matchups that you guys are looking forward to?
Dallas versus
Indiana.
The Fever. So we were talking. That's like the first. No, that's like the last 3 number 1 picks, and potentially
if AZ goes 1.
If / when?
We're gonna have to foreshadow.
We're foreshadowing
a future.
We're foreshadowing
episode.
a back-to-back Husky number 1.
And GF back-to-back.
Has
that ever happened in WNBA history? Of like
they're breaking records already.
Two players that are dating going back-to-back as number 1 overall picks. I mean, that's pretty
That's
nice.
like so goated, though. Like
Goals.
That is so cute. That's a very heated rivalry.
I know.
But then they're on the same team.
But then they're on the same team. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, they're not on the same team on Heated Rivalry?
No,
I haven't seen it
either. No, I just
but I don't.
Hence rivalry.
Yeah.
What?
Hence rivalry.
Oh, rivalry. Oh.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that'll be a great game. What else are they throwing out? They're doing Mercury versus Aces, so like finals repeat, which will be good.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
They have the Portland Fire at the Toronto Tempo, so they have the
the new whoever is on those teams.
Air versus air.
Yeah.
Who's ever fans can blow
just
harder.
The ball going back and forth with nobody on the court.
An empty court.
Crazy.
So once we eventually know like who's on those teams,
it'll be great.
I think the thing that'll be interesting to see if / when the season starts is because the Golden State Valkyries had such a successful opening season. I feel like they kind of set the bar high for the Tempo and the Fire.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see kind of like how that goes down.
I also feel like the more expansion teams there are, the better the expansion teams become because there's just like more players being allowed into the league, and I think that I don't know, that allows more teams to be more competitive.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that for a while, at least before expansion, there was like kind of some talks, like I kind of heard it among mostly like veteran players being like, you know, we're not really like, we don't really care about expanding, like we like how competitive and small our league is, like we think that makes it good, and I think that we're kind of, the Valkyries showed last season that isn't necessarily the case, that having less players in your league makes it
and the
all of that more
support that the Bay Area had, like the Valhalla sold out like all the time, like it was just great, like for women's basketball in general, like just all those fans coming in also because that's just such like they love basketball there.
I was gonna say, it was such a good first
basketball.
spot.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
so and I feel like there's like the amount of success there bodes well for the other locations also.
To be more excited. I want to talk about like what teams to look out for and like what teams are gonna be strong going into the season, but like we don't
free agency.
Exactly.
Like, everyone's a free agent.
Is going to be
like
insane.
all veterans are free agents.
Teams
it's gonna be crazy.
Dude, once it starts too, like
it's gonna be like
insane.
A whirlwind.
Because think about
within a month, because they're gonna
and I'm sure like the more time you have, like all these GMs are just like ruminating on like their moves and stuff.
It's gonna be like a knife fight trying to get these players.
Totally. I wonder if they're still like in talks, or if it's like they're not even allowed to like, talk to agents or have contact with players.
I don't think they're allowed. I think that obviously, like, players can talk to their agents, but I don't think anyone across lines can, like...
Right.
Do you think players talk to each other, like, at Unrivaled? They're like, where are you going? Yeah, I feel like maybe they're
Right.
talking amongst themselves. But yeah, it's just like a bunch of, this whole season is hypothetical. Like, everything about it. Ooh, matchups, I don't know.
Yeah, right, exactly. Ooh, that's going to be good, I guess.
I guess. I don't know who's going to still be on that team.
I know.
Like, Dallas, like, I mean, you know Paige will be there. You know Caitlin's going to be in Indiana, but, like, who's staying in Dallas? Like, is Enrique still going to be here? Like,
and if Dallas takes AZ,
like, right.
Yeah.
And if Dallas takes AZ, then
that's like another
is Enrique
question.
Incentivized to go elsewhere?
Right, but they've been like,
that's like a big
high.
three,
They
though.
always are high on, like, they're always talking really positively about like Enrique and what she
Enrique.
brings. So then it's like, that's also.
I also think that Paige is such a versatile player that if you have like two shooters like Enrique and AZ, that
She can go to the 3.
yeah, she basically
Just go. She'll get the 5.
Literally.
She's
She's taking the tip off. Like,
she's like, it's like her and Brittany Griner.
that's amazing. Yeah, literally.
But I mean, even so, I think she is a very versatile player. She basically she's playing like a power
She's
forward.
a very
and
physical player too. She's strong.
Yeah.
She's strong.
So I think that they could all play together very well. That would be fun to watch.
I mean, if I were Enrique, I would want to. And you're like a veteran player and presence for those like two. I think that could be like a big 3 in Dallas.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
We're like, please do it.
Wait,
Yeah.
She's like, she's been there since she was drafted. She was drafted there, right?
Yeah, she's been there for a really long time.
Yeah, and she didn't have like a great season last.
I was gonna say.
Well, they've struggled. I mean, they've struggled. As a franchise, they've struggled for a while. So
this is a big turning. This season, like with this draft, could be a real
and a bounce back year for them, but also I think for Enrique, because I agree, she didn't have an amazing season last year.
And then she was injured towards the end.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yes.
Yeah, and Paige is just like clearly their
future.
star, like in their future, and they're building around Paige. So I don't know if like what that means for her, but I think it would be fun if they were all 3 there.
Yeah.
Assuming that AZ goes number 1 to Dallas.
Yes.
But like,
I mean,
we'll have to hit on that in another pod. Yeah, I don't know.
Totally.
I mean,
something that we
unless
would
they
have
want
to
like
break
what
down.
a big, but I feel like a veteran, if they're in like pulling from free agency, like maybe that's where you get a big.
I also feel like it's really hard to transition to the WNBA from college to.
Right.
Or if you're playing as a big, because it's such a more physical league. Everyone's so much taller than they were. Like, so I feel like it's easier to transition as a guard, like a guard than it is.
Yeah. So
as a big.
Because I feel like everybody ends up like putting on muscle after their first season because the physicality is so different.
And Izzy's already like built.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I feel like when Aaliyah Boston had her rookie season, that's what everybody was kind of talking about with her. What made her so impressive as Rookie of the Year is that she was able to adapt from college to the W so easily.
Yeah. Her paint presence is amazing. But I feel like that's also because like Dawn Staley is so good at developing.
She's so good at
it's
developing
crazy.
things.
Like Cardoso too. Like I feel like was really good in the when she went to the W. But I agree. I wouldn't take like Lauren Betts at 1 over AZ.
And she was like projected number 1 for a minute.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we talked about this like a month ago.
I know.
We're like, we're not really on.
I don't know.
The Lauren
All
wave.
respect to Lauren Betts. I think she's obviously really talented.
Yeah,
she's and her size and her is gonna help her a lot when it comes to like transitioning. But I think that there's gonna be more of. I think she's gonna have maybe a little more growing pains than AZ does. I just think AZ is like watching her play. She's such a. Like her mechanics and her skill level is so,
it's like her technique is
her
like
technique
perfect.
is so it's like insanely perfect. So I feel like it's gonna make her I don't know. I have a hard time seeing any other possibility other than AZ going number 1.
I mean,
that's just my opinion.
Guys, please.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We didn't make this entire podcast so that everyone could listen to our
we just have to rant about women's basketball. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, I agree. And we'll see as of time. And also, it's like, she's been playing great this season. Like, her first full healthy season. Like, yeah.
I feel like it's, Sarah Strong. I feel like AZ is in combo for national player.
Definitely.
Sarah Strong, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also, they also just don't get the minutes that other players get because
And the impact is
well, right,
that's
right.
what
Even
makes
less
it
than-
so
yeah,
insane.
right.
It's
crazy.
like the impact that they're leaving in
like 20
my God.
minutes and then 20, 25 minutes.
It's
I know.
even more impressive. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who else would you put in the conversation for?
For number one.
Oh, for number one. What about? I mean, I've seen like Olivia Miles
Yeah.
at like preseason.
I feel like top
talks,
five is like I've seen like AZ, Lauren Betts, Flage in there. I don't think Flage is like number one.
No.
But I think she's a top 5.
It's also because like the number one, like sometimes it's like, oh, it's gonna be a franchise player, like with Paige and Caitlin, but
That's not always
this
the case.
right? No, and it's this year. It's definitely like Dallas. That's not what they're looking for. And this like with the crop of players, like none of them are like a standout number one, like Paige was or Caitlin was. Like,
Oh yeah, like future of the league.
yeah.
Yeah.
Type of energy. Yeah.
So it's really hard to.
But I'm trying to think of who else.
Our fam.
Oh,
you-
yes. I didn't list her, but yeah.
Yeah, that's like what I saw other people listening to. I heard like, but she's also a big,
Okay.
she, and I just don't like. I saw a lot of
It's
people
a
being like,
really-
oh, she'll go to Dallas. I'm like, what?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Flage.
Like, am I?
I also feel like
Olivia
Dallas
Miles.
is kind of like they have a new coach. Like they have a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of change on like, in the office.
Yeah.
So I feel like having less change on the actual like product on the floor would probably bode well for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also-
because if you're having a new coach come in, you want the players that you have on the floor to have some
Good
kind of chemistry.
Are you talking about Dallas?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
the coach coming in, friends with Gino. I'm like, guys, it's
Exactly,
all
guys,
guys.
like,
I see
I mean,
It's
what's
easy.
happening. Like, right,
Right.
They're buds.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fair.
He's been in what stores with Gino?
Yeah.
Chatting it up, like about who? Like,
Come on.
guys, come on.
I mean, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
The draft week is gonna be.
Yeah,
fun.
we're completely wrong. She goes like 5. No,
That would
just
be
because
insane. That would be insane.
There's
That
no
would be
way.
insane.
There's
No.
People would be mad.
100%.
Yeah, because
Can you imagine Twitter?
Twitter
if-
stands will be pissed. Like the AZ page fans will not.
It would be
survive
over.
that.
Yeah. It would be
Yeah,
over.
no, they're like
And that would be valid because that would be crazy
they're
if she
gonna
was
freaking
below,
protest the Dallas Wings if they don't. The Pazzi stands.
Oh my god. I don't see her going lower than like 2.
Like, no way. And who's
No.
number 2? Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah,
I forgot
that's
about
so
that.
crazy.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
Minnesota got
Yes,
number 2 in
I
the
forgot
draft.
about
That's
that.
so
in the lottery.
unfair.
It's so crazy.
Yeah,
so
I think
unfair.
Chicago's like 5. I'm like,
Yes.
great, they need it.
They need it so bad. I wonder who they'll take at 5 though.
Right.
They
Well,
need
that would be
guards.
crazy if it was
Flage reunion.
Flage reunion with
Yeah.
Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
We need to do like an episode just dedicated to
To rig college.
to- yeah.
reunions.
Yeah.
reunions
To
and draft
W.
talk. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Wait, that would
So
be really
good.
fun. Wow. No, this draft will be super interesting since
Yeah.
there's not like a clear.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I feel like
We
I know who I would pick
But I
number
feel
1,
like
but
with so much other stuff up in the air with the negotiations and stuff.
right,
it
you
makes
because you don't know
things
like what the
interesting.
teams look like.
Yeah.
How do you even decide who you're gonna draft?
Right,
Like you don't know
right.
what your team really looks like,
Totally.
and like,
And the expansions.
Right.
Like, it's just gonna be crazy.
I'm
There's
just
a lot
sorry.
of-
I'm just looking at Lucy. Like,
with the glasses on.
With her glasses
It's
on.
I'm just
amazing.
thinking.
It's
I know.
amazing.
I can even. I
You
can
can't see my
sense
eyes.
through your
It's-
goggles that
No one knows where I'm
how-
looking.
How seriously you're taking this.
Yeah.
Just pondering
Just
things.
Pure shock.
Yeah.
Just pure ponder.
Uh,
We'll
Yeah.
see as time goes on.
Yeah.
Great. I think that wraps up Ep.3.
Ep.3 of the
Oh,
PreWrap.
In the new location.
The new
get used to it.
location.
Get used to it. Maybe like next time we'll have something fun behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to make a sign.
Yeah, just stick it up
Our
there.
Yeah.
logo.
Oh my gosh, we can print out.
Oh.
Someone needs to go to Staples and get a big printout
We
of the
can have
logo.
Quinn
Yeah.
paint a mural of it.
Oh,
my gosh,
Quinn.
yeah.
Shout out to Quinn. our-
Shout out to Quinn. She
logo
made our. Yeah,
designer.
we never talked about our new logo last
Oh
week.
yeah. Wait, I think you did. Maybe not.
I don't. Maybe.
We put it
We put it in the
bio.
description.
Yeah.
Oh, I put it in the description. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Quinn. She made our logo. It looks
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. We're only going up
Handcrafted,
from here.
hand drawn.
And
Yeah.
I feel like I guess I'm testing this right now, but we should start uploading to Spotify as well. So people can
We
listen.
yeah we
Yeah, we
definitely
definitely
should.
should.
Guys, fans, sorry that
Lots
we haven't
coming.
already. I know you're
Letting
really
you down.
dying to
I
listen listen to the
God,
pod.
listen to it on
God, I have to play it on
Spotify.
YouTube on my phone in my pocket on my way to
Literally,
work. That sucks.
listening
Yeah.
to myself.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that happens too.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
All
right.
But yeah,
All right,
we'll
thanks
see you
for
next
listening.
week.
We'll see you next week.
Hopefully we won't be in these costumes this time. Next time.
Fingers crossed.